Hello, my name is James Bush. I started photography in 1983 when I left high school. Life took over and I was working more than taking photos. When I rediscovered photography in 2005 with my first digital camera, it had video and camera on it and it had a little flip-out screen. The quality was great then, but now I really see how poor it was. It was worth about $65, that's what I paid for it. I then upgraded to a little Nikon called the Coolpix S550. It's a little personal camera that cost about $300. I used that little beast for about 12 months, then took some, it did take some amazing photos. The itch had started. My first DSLR was a twin lens kit, a D5000. On the way to Malaysia, my wife and I were on an annual holiday and I bought a photographic magazine. I think it was the Australian Photographer, and it had a few articles in it that I wanted to read on the flight because I didn't have a tablet or anything to play on. And I read this interesting article about digital photography and the reasons why we should be recording our images in RAW format. There's a great guide also onto what new things you could do that were a lot harder with the film camera, but easier now that you're using digital. One of those creative activities was time-lapse photography. I shot my first time-lapse recording one photo every 10 seconds. I recorded the Penang sunset and that was my first time-lapse that I shot. I wanted more. Short education on how time-lapse compresses time. Motion pictures are created flashing 24 photos in front of us every second. So this is something that we take for granted when we watch movies. If we just watched a 2.5 hour movie, we watched 1,400 photos a minute, 8,400 photos an hour, and over the 2.5 hour movie, we'll watch 210,000 frames. Wow. And we see that in normal time with 24 frames a second. In time-lapse, taking these photos, we would record, for example, one photo every 5 seconds. If we did this for 2 hours, we would have photographed 1,440 photos. Now remember that using a 24 photos a second to make a video work for our eyes, that would turn that 2.5 hours into 60 seconds. Wow. In the last 10 years, I have lapsed in these locations: London, Tokyo, Hong Kong, Berlin, Sydney, Gold Coast, Brisbane, Carnarvon, Colac, Phuket, Langkawi, Penang, Budapest, Vienna, Paris, New Orleans, Las Vegas, just to name a few. How many did you recognize in this video? Now, to ensure I shoot at least once a week, I have put aside time to work on my personal time-lapse, and it's called Time-Lapse Thursday.